Chinedu was an affront to everything they stood for, a stain on their honor that could only be cleansed through her return. But there was another who sought them, as well, a man whose interest in Awela was as much about power as it was about passion. Obina, a wealthy and influential figure in Alauma, had long desired Awela for himself. When she had rejected his advances in favor of Chinedu, his pride had been wounded, his anger stirred. Now, with Awela's family in turmoil, Obina saw an opportunity to claim what he believed was rightfully his. In the forest, Awele and Chinedu lived a simple life, their love sustaining them through the hardships of their self-imposed exile. But as the days passed, the tension in the air grew thicker. Awele could feel the weight of her family's disapproval, even from a distance. And Chinedu, though strong and resilient, could not shake the feeling that they were being hunted. Their fears were realized one fateful evening when a group of men, led by Obina and Awele's brother, Uchi, found their hiding place. The confrontation was fierce, words were exchanged, threats were made, and in the heat of the moment, violence erupted. Chinedu, though outnumbered, fought with the strength of a man who had everything to lose. But in the chaos, a single blow brought him to his knees. As Chinedu fell, Awele's world shattered. She rushed to his side, her hands stained with his blood as she pleaded for his life. But Obina, his heart cold with jealousy and anger, saw his chance. He demanded Awele leave Chinedu to die and return with him to the village, promising to spare Chinedu's life if she complied. Torn between the man she loved and the fear for his life, Awele faced an impossible choice. Her tears fell freely as she looked into Chinedu's eyes, seeing the pain and love reflected back at her. In that moment, she knew that no matter what she chose, her life would never be the same. But Awele was not one to be easily defeated. With a resolve born from the depths of her soul, she made her decision, a decision that would alter the course of her life, her love, and the fate of those around her. She agreed to leave with Obina, but only under one condition: that Chinedu be spared and allowed to live. Obina, smug in his victory, agreed, confident that Awele would be his at last. But Awele had other plans. As they left the forest, she quietly whispered to Chinedu, urging him to find a way to escape and promising that they would be reunited one day. Days turned into weeks as Awele returned to the village, her spirit seemingly broken. But inside, she was biding her time, waiting for the right moment to turn the tide in her favor. She knew that Obina's desire for her would be his downfall, and she would use it to her advantage. In the quiet of the night, Awele reached out to those still loyal to her, including her sister Amara, who had always been her confidant. Together they concocted a plan to free Awele from Obina's grasp and reunite her with Chinedu. The plan was dangerous, fraught with risk, but Awele knew it was her only chance at reclaiming her life and love. As the night of their escape drew near, Awele's heart pounded with a mix of fear and anticipation. She knew that if they failed, the consequences would be dire, not just for her, but for everyone she loved. But Awele was willing to pay the price, whatever it might be with Chinedu once more. In the dead of night, as the village slept, Awele and her allies put their plan into motion. The events that followed would forever change Akamba, leaving a legacy of love, loss, and defiance that would be remembered for generations. But whether Awele and Chinedu would find their happily ever after, or if their love would be the spark that ignited a greater tragedy, only time would tell. Like and comment Part 3.